Hi everyone, I welcome you all for this Nursing Wisdom channel. Today we are going to see about OBG MCQ for nursing competitive exams. First question, purple blue tinge of the cervix is option A Hagos sign, option B Goodall sign, option C Chadwick sign, option D MC Donald sign. Chadwick sign, blue is purple coloration of the vaginal mucosa and cervix. Goodall sign, softening of the cervix. Hagos sign, softening of the lower uterine segment or isthmus. MC Donald sign means it is an ease in flexing the body of the uterus against the cervix. So here the answer is option C, Chadwick sign. Purple blue tinge of the cervix is option C, Chadwick sign. Next question. A 31 years multipara is admitted to the birthing room after initial examination reveals her cervix to be at 8 cm, completely effaced 100% and at 0 station. What phase of labor is she in? Option A, active phase. Option B, expulsive phase. Option C, latent phase. Option D, transitional phase. Labor has divided into 4 stages: first stage, second stage, third stage and fourth stage. First stage, it is from cervical dilatation 0 to cervical dilatation 10 cm. It has divided into 3 phases: latent phase, active phase and transition phase. Latent phase from cervical dilatation 0 to 3 cm. Active phase from cervical dilatation 4 to 7 cm. Transition phase from cervical dilatation 8 to 10 cm. Stage 2 from complete dilatation and effacement to delivery of the baby. Stage 3 from delivery of the baby to the delivery of the placenta. Stage 4 the first hour after delivery. So here the answer is option D, transitional phase. A 31 years multipara is admitted to the birthing room after initial examination reveals her cervix to be at 8 cm, completely effaced and at 0 station. What phase of labor is she in? Option D, transitional phase. Next question. Postpartum hemorrhage is loss of blood which is more than option A 800 ml, option B 100 ml, option C 500 ml, option D 900 ml. Postpartum hemorrhage in vaginal delivery, if blood loss is more than 500 ml means called as postpartum hemorrhage. In cesarean section, if the blood loss is more than 1000 ml means called as postpartum hemorrhage. If the hemorrhage occur within 24 hours means it is called as primary postpartum hemorrhage. If the hemorrhage occur later than 24 hours means it is called as secondary postpartum hemorrhage. So here the answer is option C, 500 ml. Postpartum hemorrhage is loss of blood which is more than option C, 500 ml. Next question. The connection between umbilical vein and inferior vena cava in the fetal life is known as option A, umbilical artery, option B, ductus venosus, option C, ductus arteriosus, option D, pulmonary artery. The ductus venosus shuns umbilical vein and inferior vena cava. So here the answer is option B, ductus venosus. The connection between umbilical vein and inferior vena cava in the fetal life is known as option B, ductus venosus. Next question. Gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulate the release of option A, ACTH, that means adrenocorticotropic hormone, option B, growth hormone, option C, luteinizing hormone, option D, thyroid stimulating hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulate the release of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone from anterior pituitary. So here the answer is option C, luteinizing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulate the release of option C, luteinizing hormone. Next question. Arrange the parts of fallopian tube from medial to lateral order. Option A, interstitial. Option B, isthmus. Option C, ambula. Option D, infundibulum. According to the arrangement, option 1, A, B, C, D. Option 2, D, C, B, A. Option 3, A, C, B, D. Option 4, B, D, A, C. Parts of fallopian tube from medial to lateral are interstitium, isthmus, ampulla, infundibulum and fimbriae. So here the answer is option 1, A, B, C, D. Arrange the parts of fallopian tube from medial to lateral order. Option 1, A, B, C, D. That means interstitial, isthmus, ampulla and infundibulum. Next question. Go through the following statements regarding fallopian tube and identify the incorrect statement. Option A, serosa, muscular and mucosa are the layers of fallopian tube. Option B, columnar ciliated epithelium is predominant in fallopian tube. Option C, uterine and ovarian arteries supply blood to it. Option D, the main function is to produce ova. Here the option A is serosa, muscular and mucosa are the layers of fallopian tube. This is correct statement. Next option is columnar ciliated epithelium is predominant in fallopian tube. This is also correct statement. Next option is uterine and ovarian artery supply blood to it. This is also correct statement. Next option, the main function is to produce ova. This is not correct statement. Let's see the function of fallopian tube. Fallopian tube, also called as oviduct or uterine tube, that transport male sperm cell to the egg, provide a suitable environment for fertilization and transport the egg from the ovary where it is produced to the central channel of the uterus. The main function of fallopian tube is transportation of sperm and ova and providing suitable environment for fertilization. So here option D is incorrect statement. So the answer is option D. The main function is to produce ova. Next question. The fertilization occur at option A, ovary, option B, fallopian tube, option C, uterus, option D, cervix. Fertilization occur at the ambulatory part of fallopian tube. So here the answer is option B, fallopian tube. Fertilization occur at option B, fallopian tube. Next question. What is the fertilization lifespan or viability for oocyte? Option A, less than 12 hours. Option B, 12 to 24 hours. Option C, 24 to 48 hours. Option D, 48 to 72 hours. The oocyte is viable for 12 to 24 hours after ovulation. Sperm are viable for 12 to 48 hours after ejaculation. So here the answer is option B, 12 to 24 hours. What is the fertilization lifespan or viability for oocyte? Option B, 12 to 24 hours. Next question. Which chemical present in the acromial tip of sperm facilitate the penetration of sonopellucidum of ovum? Option A, hydrochloric acid. Option B, hyaluronidase. Option C, formalin. Option D, acetylcholine. Hyaluronidase is a chemical present in the acromial tip of the sperm which facilitate the penetration of sonopellucidum of ovum. So here the answer is option B, hyaluronidase. Which chemical present in the acromial tip of sperm facilitate the penetration of sonopellucidum of ovum? Option B, hyaluronidase. I hope you got understand. Thanks for watching.